Photoshop, you will come to this home page. We are going to click Create New, and you have some project options over here. First, we're going to want to name our project, your name, and something that makes sense for the project you're working on. So for this one, I will name it Ganser Demotivational Poster. Next, we're going to look at the size of your project. Right now, this is in inches. We have some other options like pixels, centimeters. Inches seems to make the most sense for myself. 8.5 by 11 is a standard sheet of printer paper, which works for this project. The orientation right now is in portrait. For this project, I want to use landscape, so it will just switch those numbers and make the width the longer number and the height the shorter number. Next, we are going to look at the resolution. This is measured in pixels per inch. Pixels are the individual points or dots of color. So right now we have 72 individual little dots of color per every inch. That is actually a pretty low resolution, and if we want to make that bigger later, it might become distorted or pixelated or blurry. So the standard high resolution project is 300 pixels per inch, so we want to change it to that. And then we can just hit create. Now I was able to change the background color when I opened my project, but maybe I get into my project and I want to change it now. If I am on my background layer, I can double click to unlock it and create a normal layer. And I can come over here to my bucket tool, which will be under my gradient tool. So to find the tools that are underneath other tools, you just click and hold. And I can go to my bucket tool. And maybe I want this to be black. So I'm going to come change my foreground color. This is my foreground color. And this is my background color to black. And I can dump my paint. Once I am finished with my project, to save, I can come up here to File, Save As. I'm going to save on my computer. You can save onto your Creative Cloud if this is something you want to access on different computers. It's kind of like the Google Drive of Adobe, but you can also just save on your computer and then put it into your Google Drive if that is easier. I'm going to name my project, my name, and then comma, whatever the name of the project is. So just for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to hit tutorial. You can choose where you want to save it to. I want to save it to my desktop. And this is going to start out by saying Photoshop. A Photoshop document you can open back up and edit and keep editing. It'll save all your layers and your objects. You can also save, if this is an image, a JPEG would work. A PNG is just a little bit better quality of an image, but it is also going to be a bigger file. And a TIFF is an even higher quality image and an even bigger file. You also have the option for a Photoshop PDF. So for now, I'm just going to leave mine as a Photoshop document and hit save. Okay, and that will go onto my desktop.